Alright, so you guys obviously know we got the Mobula 7 HD. 150 to 200 bucks wherever you find it. Upgraded my antenna, broke my frame, but anyway, that has some type of generic or some type of just unidentified lens on it. It is not the it's not the special lens, but I do get really clear picture out of that. And then this one right here, whatever you want to call this, Blade Torrent HD, this has the red Caddx in it with the turbo eye lens, which is very flush, so that will fit the ND filter perfectly fine. This does sit a little bit tall, as you can see. This is like a 110 or a 115. I don't have a measuring tool for that. But I get like super shitty flight time on this. I get like somewhere around 2 minutes if I'm like just cruising, if I'm like freestyling and flying the way I like to. It's like more like a minute. So that's kind of why this got shelved for now until I like switch out the PDB and the flight controller. That way I can just like put more juice in it. But anyway, so we've got those two set up, two different lenses on them, and what we're going to do is we're just going to put the ND filters on each of them. We're going to try them out and see basically the comparison, what has a better, cleaner looking picture, and then because the Mobula 7 gives a little bit longer play time, then I'll go ahead and put the special lens on the Mobula 7. I don't think, well, I've read anyway, that you cannot put the ND filter on the special lens. That's probably a good assumption just because the special lens is contoured. It's got like that little curved glass that comes out, and the ND filters are really flat, so that is probably not gonna work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Just to see how that happens. So now, just zoom out a little bit. So now we have this last ND filter. What do I plan on doing with this? Well, I plan on putting that on my little monster loop. This is, you guys haven't seen much videos from this. I'm gonna start posting a lot more videos because I have tons and tons doing some pretty fun stuff, flying at some pretty fun places. This was just a regular Blade Pro Inductrix, upgraded to the unicorn motors. You can check out the video, link that up here. Really nice 25,000 kV motors, upgraded at JST 2.0, and then the camera, I pulled it out. This is the Wolfwhoop T3, I think. He more recently just came out with a couple of cameras that I would say are probably a little bit better, but this is just what I have in here right now. This has the camera and the transmitter all built into one, and this runs 25 or 200. So my theory is, because I really like this is great for in the house. Anybody that flies micros knows that like a nice lightweight 65 millimeter is a lot more maneuverable than say this or this indoors. You know what I'm saying? Even, you know, prop guards or no prop guards, or the Beta 85. This is a lot more maneuverable when it comes to indoors. Doesn't mean it's a lot more durable. You still can break. This is like the third frame I've gone through because these 25,000 kV motors, to fly this in the house, nobody knows, but I actually have a throttle curve on that that's only set to like 70%. And most of the time I fly that with just these Craze Pony 230 milliamp high voltage batteries. I got a bunch of those that I fly that with, and that's definitely one of my favorites. But because of the light in the camera with this one, the exposure is absolutely horrible. There's a lot of times I can't even see, especially if I like, you know, kind of come around a corner and like face towards a bright window or something. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna actually fit one of these filters onto this this camera right here. So now that we know what we're doing, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so if you guys want to try this at home for any of your little inductrix or tiny whoops or anything like that, you can probably try this with most cameras. But here's a couple of things that you're going to need. Just a nice little sharp X-Acto knife. You don't need exactly one like mine, but something with a very fine point so that way you can do some really nice cutting. Obviously your ND filter, and a couple of different camera lens covers for these drones. You kind of want two different sizes, one a little bit bigger than the other. One of them can actually be the one off the inductrix, or if you just have like a couple extras, you know, laying around, just, you know, cut a couple of them. So that actually doesn't even need anything for like glue or anything. I mean, it's on there pretty solid. Like, you really gotta kind of pull it off. I might put like a little dab of glue or a little bit of double-sided tape on it or something just to finish it off, but that's pretty much it. Kind of interested in seeing now. Let me get my remote out. Let's see what the video looks like. Alright, so next I'm just going to show you guys exactly what I did, so that way nobody can tell me down in the comments they didn't quite understand. But all I did was take the smaller Inductrix lens cover, which was pretty much exactly like this, and I cut the outside basically right about here. Now don't go and just do this like offhand, but I'm just giving you a rough estimate. I cut it somewhere right about here, and what that did was that removed the top, and it allowed the small ring right here that you can see going all the way around the edge. That's the ring that the camera actually sits on. So as soon as I cut that out and the bigger lens, as if I want to take the small Inductrix cover and put it on here, I don't actually want to put it on. I want to take the bigger lens camera cover and pretend I have a drone on the other side that I want to put the camera lens cover on, and I want to put the smaller lens inside the bigger one. So that's why I cut it like that, so that way you can see it sits nice and flush. Now, all you're going to do is take your ND filter and put that right over, push it in, that's good to go. Now, you'll see it's a little bit loose, not super, but once I actually put it over the camera, the tension is actually what tightens it up. So right there, I mean, it just snapped on. It's not coming off, not until I pull it off. So just like that, that's actually it actually looks pretty good. And yeah, well, let me see if I can kind of see the lens in there. So let's get a quick look at what the camera actually looks like.